My friends, my dollar bead box is here. November 2025. Here we go. Let's see what we've got this month. Oh, always so much fun. So much fun. Here we go. Here we go. November. Yeah, look at them. Oh, Jet and Picasso. I love Jet and Picasso. Oh my goodness. Okay, so hold on just a sec. Okay, November 2025. This month's bead box is all about rich tones and playful contrasts. Black, gold, red, and white, and green come together for designs that sparkle with energy for the upcoming holiday season. Think golden light, cozy nights, and creativity that warms from the inside out. November's the perfect time to mix, match, and make something beautiful. Open your box and let the colors lead the way. Love it. Love it. So I get the box as well as the bag. The bag is a subscription add-on, right? But the bag comes with all of the 4mm and 3mm that go with the box. Like, hands down, gotta do it. You gotta do both. It's just awesome. So let's first take a peek. Oh, oh, so good. So good. Oh, look at these and look at these squares. Oh, these are so good. Oh, these colors are going to be great. Oh, look at those. Those are different. This is going to be so much fun. So much fun, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go through it all. Let's go through it. So the bag. Okay, so this is an add-on subscription to the box, and you have all of your options that's listed here, that's in here. Now, sometimes there are an either or that come in, like in the 3mm, it's the matte jet vitrel or matte jet half gold, right? And so let's see what I have. Either way, it's going to be grand. So I'm really liking the matte. I'm really liking the matte, and I'm loving that silver with the gold. Yeah, that is nice. Nice. So let me get the 4mm out first. Oh, so good. So good. So we have that jet with the Picasso. Oh, beautiful. Look at that overlay. Love that. So in the 4mm matte jet, that's what we have here. Beautiful. And then 4mm either jet green travertine or green turquoise nebulous luster. And so this is definitely the well, not jet green travertine, well, maybe so, jet with the green travertine here. And then olive luster, olive silver luster, or crystal olive luster. And so that's one of these. And oh, I see it. You see that olivine color shining through there? Love that. Love that. And then cranberry silver luster or crystal cranberry lined. So either way, smells beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have those matching coinciding 3mm. So let's look at those. Oh, I love those. Look at that. Beautiful. So fun. So fun. And these are going to go awesome with what's in the box. Oh, so good. So good. I have so much fun with these boxes that come every month in the bags. I just have so much fun with them. Thoroughly enjoy them. So let's go through all the stuff in the box. Okay. We are going to have lots of fun this month. Lots of fun. We're going to start out with the strands. So first we have 6mm check glass 2-hole squares. These come in jet or gray opal, 25 pieces, and these are stunners. Stunners. I love these. I love these because they're that 2-hole. So if you're not using the 2 holes, they're going to be all wonky on each other, you know, up, down, and that is just oh so fun. Oh, so fun. Love it. And then we have a check glass struck, 4mm. This is jet AB, and we get 50 pieces. 50 pieces, so that AB definitely just poking right through for us. Love, love that. So nice. So nice. That AB with the jet, it's just like You know, you see the black and just sometimes when it moves, you get that little bit of something something, and that's so much fun. Love that. And Lucerne bicones. I love when we get Lucerne bicones so much. And these are so universal. So this is 6mm smoke. We get 25 pieces of this. Love them. Love Lucerne bicones. So good. Because that's going to pull with anything. No matter what you're doing, how you're doing it, that's going to pull. That's good stuff. And then little check glass pearls, 3mm. These come in either satin white or a golden sand. Love them. We get 40 pieces in here. So fun. Just little pearls. Those whites really pull everything out too. So fun. So fun. And then we have 6mm check fire polished rounds. These come in matte copper or matte Victorian bronze. I got that matte copper, and these are 20 pieces. So that's good. So we're gonna have a little bit of copper, a little bit of bronzy this month, a little bit of, you know, the AB filtering in with it. This is really good too because it's gonna pull some of those reds and some of those blacks and some of those, you know, kind of gold bronzy colors together. Really, it will. Love that. And then finally in the strands, 7x8mm check glass rose petals. These are white opal. We get 25 of them. Awesome. Love those. Aren't those just so fun? So good. Fun, fun, fun. Look at it all together. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be a really cool month. Lots of fun. Now for the additional items that come in the bags, right? We're starting out with a 12x16mm check glass cabochon. This is black with confetti. We get one of these, and this is a stunner. Look at that. Oh, so good. So cool. Those flecks that pop through in that are incredible. Love that. I need to figure something out with that. I really like that. Really do. And then 7x10mm check glass twisted ovals. We get 8 pieces. These come in either dark red or a green opal. So I have this dark red. And these are fun little guys. See, they have like kind of lines that go through them too. So nice. So good. Yeah, those are good. I like it. And then we have some 8mm check fire polished black rounds. We get 8 pieces of these, and these are going to be pulling everything in on each other. Nice. Look at that bling. Oh yeah. Can't go wrong there. Definitely can't go wrong with that. Love them. And we get a Hawaiian flower. This is a 14mm check glass Hawaiian flower. This comes in either red or green. And look at my pretty red. Look at that pretty red. With that pink on the inside and here on the outside of it. So good. So good. He's going to be lots of fun. Look at that shine. Look at it hit you. And then we have some check fire polished rounds. These are 8mm and they are crystal bronze. We get 8 pieces of these. Oh, look at that. You see how that black with the bronzy kind of pops through and has that etching on it? So good. Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun. I like that the clear part of them are kind of frosty. You know, see how some of them they're kind of frosty? That's fun. And you cannot go wrong with one of these. We get an 18mm vintage style check glass heart with a gold wash. Now these come in either white or black, and mine is white, so we get one of these. I love turning these into buttons. I do. Very nice. Very nice. Look at those two next to each other. And then we have some check glass donuts. So these are 5x8mm. On these, they either come in the red or the black. We get 6 pieces. I have this red, and it is fun. Look at those. Oh, those will go so good. So it kind of brings out the deep. See the deep? This is this one here. See how that's just the same, and then here's that bright. So good, right? So good. I'm liking those. I am definitely liking those. Oh, look at that one. Look at this guy. So fun. So fun. Yep. Oh, and we have some little glittery rondelles. 8mm. We get 2 of these. Crystal AB with black. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. I'll take those. That is for sure. Those are nice. Those will go a long way here. Yeah, I like that. Then we have some little pyramid beads. These are 6mm check glass pyramids. These come in opaque white, bronze, luster, or black. So I have that opaque white, bronze, luster, and I'm excited about that. Look at that. Yeah, we get 15 pieces of these. That is fun. Oh, these are real fun. These are real fun. I've never seen them like this. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I'm really glad that I got this one over black. The black would be cool too, but I'm really liking that. Really liking it. Looking at it next to those rondelles. Right? And our little sunflowers. These are 13mm check glass table cut sunflowers. These come in either teal or red, and mine are red. We get these 2 pieces, and oh, how fun are those. Love those guys. Love that travertine there on the edges. So good. So good. Yeah, lots of fun there. Fun. These are Chinese glass laser etched rounds, 10mm. These are multicolor, 2 pieces, and so good. So good. Yep, these will be awesome with those pyramids. Looky there. Yeah. Yeah, that's fun stuff. And then finally, 8x8mm check glass flat stars. These come in matte rainbow iris AB or in bronze. So I have that matte rainbow iris AB. We get 6 pieces, and I am ready to make something. I already got it. I already know. Yep, I'm liking this. This is loads of fun this month. Let me get these off their strands. Let me get them organized, and we'll be right back here to make something. Let's go. Hi friends. So the unboxing was yesterday. I had all of my stuff laid out. I knew what I wanted to make and had to run an errand. And then after I ran that errand, time got away from me. So it's the next day, and I finally get to make what I wanted to make with my dollar bead box. So I'm going to make a few bracelets. Maybe a couple bracelets. Probably a few bracelets. I have a few ideas, and I thought instead of just trying to figure out between them, I'm just going to roll with it. You know, they're all kind of incorporating the same things, and they're really kind of meant to be worn together, or they can be worn separate, you know. Whatever's fine. What I'm going to be using from the box is I have these beautiful 2-hole tile beads. Love them. Definitely pulling them in. They're going to be the star of a show on one of the bracelets. I have the little triangles. These are so fun, right? I love that I got the white ones with that AB on them. They're just so fun. I really like them. And I think they go really well along with these here. Don't mind my hands. All it took was 2 times of me taking off my gloves because I was trying to edit video and Squirt was not having that. And, those little nails, I tell you, it takes nothing for them to get you. So I apologize for that. I apologize that my hands look bad. I'm working on trying to make sure my gloves stay on. Okay, anyways. So we're pulling in those. We're pulling in a couple of these 8mm faceted black beads. We have little drucks. I love those drucks. Those are the jet with the AB on them. So good, so good. pulling in some of the 3mm, and those were the half gold, half translucent. And these are so fun. I think these really pull in the kind of gunmetal coloring that's here in the tile beads. And these little 4mm, those are going to be getting pulled in, along with the black 4mm that we have here, the Lucerna bicones, and then, oh, and these beauties. Oh yeah, we have to use these guys. Now from my stash, what I'm pulling in is I have some little 4mm fuchsia beads, these little faceted fuchsia beads. I got those from the KC Gem Show. This is from one of the dyed agate strands, and actually it was from this strand. I haven't put them up yet because I'm thinking about something that I wanted to do with these. But this one that was just had a swirl and a touch of that coloring through it, I was like, oh yeah, love it, love it. I think it just goes really well. And then I have a couple bead caps, have some other bead caps. I have my rainbow plated spacers that I'm pulling in. I also have some number 1 crimp tubes that are the gunmetal. I don't know if I'm pulling those in, but I brought them out just in case I decided to. And then I have some rainbow plated jump rings. Now I don't know how I want to close these up, so I got out some toggles as well as some lobster claw clasps. So I have those. The beading wire that I'll be using today, I will be using 2 different kinds. So this one is soft flex medium in that bone color. So I'm going to be pulling in some of that. And I'm not going to be using all of these strands, okay? I was kind of back and forth on how I wanted to do them, and we'll see. We're just going to kind of design part of it together. And then also for the other strands, I'm pulling in my soft flex satin silver color in fine. So that's where we're going. And I'm just loving how fun it's going to be. I'm loving how fun these are going to be. So which one do I want to start out with? Let's start out with the ones using these tiles. Okay, this one is going to be a double strand, and on one of the strands it is going to be a 2-to-1 strand, because we're going to go ahead and use both of the holes in these tiles because that's just so much fun. And this strand's going to be really simple. It's going to be really simple. I'm just wanting to first bead bug this. I have this cut to like 7.5 inches. We're not going to need 7.5 inches of beading wire. Okay, I would say maybe 6 or 7, depending on the wrist size you're looking for. Okay, so before we get into the 2-hole, I kind of want to bring it in, you know, from the edge, bring it in, and then do those 2-hole and then bring it back out, right? So to do that, I'm going to pull in, let's pull in one of these drucks, and let's do one of our rainbow plated spacers here at the end. Pull those in with one of those drucks. And then I'm going to do another rainbow on the other side. Okay, so that's what's going to be going to the closure, right? So then to kind of bring it into this, I'm going to go ahead and put one of these rainbows on each. So we have that on each strand, and that'll kind of take up some of the spacing as it gets here, right? And so for these, the strand's gonna be super simple, but it's gonna be, I think, just gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm gonna put these in here. And put spacer on each of those. And I'm going to do 3 of these. So I'm going to start out with 3 of these. And you see how that kind of pulls it in there just a little bit. Just a little bit of something there. Okay, so we'll bring these back out. We'll pop on another one of our tile beads. So often when I get 2-hole beads, I don't use the 2 holes because I love what happens whenever you use just 1 hole of a 2-hole bead. I love that fun that happens when they're kind of the up, down, up, down, up, down. But this time I'm like, you know what? That would look cool. Let's do this. Let's do it. I love the choices that Dollar Bead Box made this month. So you could really go a couple different ways with designs that you're looking for. you could go this way like what I'm doing here, or what I almost did was a more fall type design using those reds. So I'll do that with another one of those tutorials that I'll do. And even using these kind of beads here, I have another 2 bracelets partially put together that I'm thinking of. So there was just lots of ideas and lots of options that immediately just started going, you know. So yeah. So what I'm wanting to do here is on the in between these 3, I'm wanting to pull in one of our Lucerne bicones. Okay, so I'm going to come in here, I'm going to put both of these through here. I don't want to twist them. I do want them to be side by side. Okay, and then I'm going to do my little bicone. Actually, wait. Let's do 2 sets first. Let's do 2 sets. That would be cool if I did 2. So we do 6 of them because that could be the center. Yeah, I'm changing it up a little bit now. Yeah, let's do that. I was back and forth on that. And as I was starting it, I was like, no, you know what? Let's don't. So let's do another 3 of these. I have so needed this long weekend off, and it has been such a good weekend. Such a good weekend. After the craziness of last week, I really needed this weekend. So I've gotten some needed housework catch-up done. I guess it can't be called spring cleaning, it's fall cleaning. You know, just taking everything down, and instead of just doing a little dusting, doing a real good dusting of everything. And I really enjoy doing that, actually. I've always been kind of weird like that. I enjoy housework. And I do not enjoy when housework is way behind. Not a fan. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. So we have 6 of these here. And then let's go ahead, I think I want to do maybe an extra spacer on each of these to pop it in. I think that'll look cool. Okay. And then let's pop in instead. I'm designing on the fly here. I think I want one of these fuchsia, right? So if I do a fuchsia here, kind of nestled up in that bicone, I think that'll look good. Yeah, I like that. What if I did, let's do this. Let's pull one of these on. Let's do one of these. Let's do a fuchsia. Bicone. Just kind of gives something there in the center, a little bit of a breakup. Yeah, I like that. Right, so these will float just a little bit, but it'll bring it into that. I like those looking like little floaters there. Let's grab another fuchsia. We'll pop one of these on. Another one of these drugs. So this will be like the centerpiece, the center of the strand. And this is going to tie this one into the next strand that we're going to be doing with it. Yeah, that'll be cute. And you could use little seed beads here, right? Seed beads would be awesome in this. And the other strand that we're going to be doing with this is the strand incorporating these, right? That's why I wanted to pop that fuchsia in on this, is because it's going to be kind of offsetting where the centerpiece is on that second strand that's going with this. And so you could absolutely do little seed beads in place, some white luster sweet seed beads, like those like pearl looking seed beads. That would look really cool. Opalite, yeah, those seed beads look like the opalite kind of. Couldn't think of the word. Okay, so now we're back to this area, so we're going to go ahead and re-separate these strands, and I'm going to pop 2 of these on. Okay, and so they're going to offset each other a little bit. That's what I'm wanting. I'm wanting them to be a little bit offset, make them a little bit, I don't know if I would necessarily want them to be kind of wonky, but just not perfect, I guess. Okay, we're just going to do 6 more on the other side. Simple as that. And what I love about this strand is when you're using those tile beads in those 2 holes, it really makes a bracelet fluid, you know, lots of good movement in it, and I like that. Make sure you keep those separated right. There he goes. I just couldn't decide between a toggle and a lobster. I thought, well, since I'm not for sure, I know what I'm looking for in these bracelets, but I'm not, you know, completely for sure what I'm doing. Let's just kind of see where it comes down to for the length, as well as the look of it once I'm done with it, you know? I don't necessarily need them to match closures, but I wanted them to have the ability to be worn together if I wanted to wear them together. Okay, so this will be our last tile bead. Okay, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Let's see what our size is so far. I'm just going to measure the tile beads right now. So 5, and that brings in almost 1/2 inch, not quite. So that'll be pretty good. That's not too bad. Okay, and so on this end, I just want 1 on each side of our rainbow spacers. And then we're going to pull 1 in together. One of our little trucks. And then another one. Now if we end up popping a fuchsia bead on at the end, we will see. We will see. Let's do that other strand and see where we are on our sizing. Then we'll go from there. So I'm really liking that. I think it'll lay really well around the wrist as well. Like it. Okay, so let's pull in one of our size medium for this other one. And what I'm looking for here is I want to bead cap these guys. And I'm going to use gunmetal as well as gold. So I want to mix those metals. Definitely want to mix those metals. Those are going to be fun. And I want to pull in some of these guys and some of these guys, possibly some of these guys, and probably some of these guys, as well as some of these guys. That should be fun. That should be fun. Okay. All right. So on this, okay, I'm going to pop this bead on, and I'm wanting them to be, butted up against, as they're butted up against each other, I want these to make sure that they're going the same way. Okay. And I'm going to bead cap them first with our gunmetal and pop a little bit of gold on top of that. I think that's going to bring it all in together as far as these two strands really coming together. Okay, and I do think I want one of these guys in the middle. And so from here I'm going to do spacer, spacer. See how that gold just pops on that gunmetal? So good. I am a mixed metal junkie. It's like everything I'm designing, I want this bead to go the other way. Sorry, guys. Everything I'm designing, it just ends up happening where the metals it's just so perfect to mix them up. I can't control myself. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. And so this is going to be our centerpiece here. And with this centerpiece, it's going to be across from this. Right? Super cute, super cute. Now, none of these tile beads are going to be in the strand. Okay. That's why I wanted to kind of pull in some of this gunmetal in this strand, but I wanted them to still go together. I wanted them to mesh together and go together. I just really, really wanted that. Okay, so from here, let's see. I do think I want to pop on one of these rainbow spacers, and let's do one of the black ones with one of these beauties in the middle, and we'll do a little series of 3 there. Okay, so we'll pop that on the other side. No bead caps or anything in the middle of these. Okay, and then I want to come into these. And the way I want these to go is I want them to be in a series of 2, and I want the smallest side pointing in towards that focal. And then I was thinking of putting on bead cap, fuchsia, bead cap going away, and then the bed on the other side. So just the bead cap on the inside that kind of like pops that fuchsia. Right? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think I like that. And then I'm just going to do again the black, middle guy, black, spacer. How does that look together? Cute. And that's about to the end here. It's about to the end. I don't know how I'm wanting to end it, but I think that's cute. Ooh, I have a thought. what if, what if instead, I'll try it on the other side and then we'll see. Okay, my thought with this here, I'm going to try on this side and we'll see which side I like best. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. From here, if I then popped in that fuchsia, okay, so if I came from this, popped in this fuchsia, did another one of our spacers, okay, and then at that point, what if I bead capped, yeah, bead capped the tip of this, like that, and didn't have anything on the inside of it, but they just went back to back. Kind of like that. And let me put on the other ones and let's look at the lengths on the two of them separately, and then also just the overall look of them. I'm liking that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let me grab a bead bug. Then we'll see what we need to do to the end there so that we are matching up. Yeah, I like that pop of fuchsia in that way. Okay, so that puts in the fuchsia and another one of our rainbow, and then we'll pop on the bead cap. That'll be good. We could do this, one more fuchsia. I got a whole new respect for fuchsia whenever I had to find fuchsia and I had to use fuchsia for those homecoming bracelets, because that's what, you know, Molly needed to match her dress. And I'm not a hot pink fan. Never have been. Never have been. Actually, I never used to like pink at all until my foreign exchange student, Nuri, all she ever wore was gold, and she didn't like pink as well, but for some reason both of us started loving pink during the time that she was with me, and it was the craziest thing. I still blame her. I still blame her for me now having a problem with pink, but it was always like the pink that's more of the dusty rose, which now is one of my favorite colors. But yeah, I think that looks really good together, right? So what are we here on our size? Okay, that looks good down there. Let's bring this up a little bit, and let's get that measurement, and we'll verify that. Okay, just over 5 1/4, just that second little mark, second little millimeter after that. Yeah, this one needs more. Okay, so in that case, let's add fuchsia to the end. Yay! Oh, those are stuck together, aren't they? And then we'll remeasure it. Hey. That's pretty spot on, actually. Nice. Nice. Now I think for this one, I think I'm going to do a toggle. That's pretty cute together, right? Just a little different, a little something, something. I like it. I do like it. I do. So let's close this off. And then we will jump into that next bracelet. Okay. So I don't think, did I? No, I did not get out crimp tubes. So doesn't matter what. Oh, nope, those are number 1. Number 2. This will be just fun. It makes me think I need dangles, right? Okay. We should be covered in that department now. And we are going to use clamshell connectors, and I'm going to use, these are 18 karat gold filled. So we'll do those. Close him off for a while. Where's my clippers? They were right there. They're always, oh, they are right there. Amy. They just really blended in. Close this up. We'll probably have to make some dangles here at the end to go with both of these bracelets. And what fun beads and fun colors to make dangles with. Oh yeah. Yes, please. Make sure everything's down where we need it to be. And let's fold him up just to make sure we get that movement. Pull up just a tad bit as we're crimping that. Clip them off. Close him up. There's that strand. Doesn't that just look sleek? Sleek, slick. Love those beads. Love those beads. Okay, so let me clamshell, or let me bead bug that side of it. Pop our little clamshell on this one. My brain immediately went to bracelets and just stayed there. Almost always in design, really. Almost always my brain will go to a bracelet. It just does. And then I have to change that up, maybe keep aspects of it, but change that up to make it into something else that so that I'm not only making bracelets, you know. So this time I was like, nope, bracelets, mini bracelets. Mini bracelets, in fact. Bring him up in here, make sure we have that movement. And now I will have bracelets with fuchsia. It's still so crazy to me. Isn't it funny how that works? Okay. So close him up. Oh, oh, he went mighty funky. There he goes. Okay, so these are super cute, and our final length is almost 6, so a toggle will work just fine. And I will, let me put them each on their own jump ring, and then we will jump ring that to another one for the toggle. And then at the end, if I don't waste too much time, then we can go ahead and do some dangles, and that would be really good. I like dangles. Fuzzy on there. A little fuzzy. Then on the next bracelets, while I close it up, I'll skip past that. That way you don't have to watch me close up all of them, and it'll save a little bit of time too. I just love doing the design right after the unboxing, you know, because that way you're seeing the sparks, you know, what sparks happened, you know, during and after that unboxing. And I really try to go with whatever I'm sensing in the moment. I don't try to overthink. I'm bad about overthinking, but I really try to not overthink these designs that go with the unboxings, because it's important that they're super organic to like where my mind was instinctively as I opened the box and went through the stuff, you know. Not that it has to be that way. That's just what feels right. Okay, so we'll jump ring these here, and we'll pull in that gunmetal for our closure. Go ahead and pop these two on. Oh, this is so fun. Such a cute little bracelet. Looks like he needs to be closed just a little bit more. See that? Glad I saw that. Much better. Much better. Yeah, he needs a little bit of loving too, I think. Was I just not seeing that clearly? Looks good. Yeah, he was just a little bit off, not too bad. From that angle, it looked a little bit worse than that. Okay. All right, so this is so cute. Really liking that. Really liking that. So fun. So fun. So on this next one, let's see. This is going to be Actually, I think it's just going to be these two. Yep, I think so. So with this one, I want to pull in this guy. Isn't he so cool? I love the ones that are the weirdest whenever they're doing the dyeing, you know, the ones that just have, like, he was meant to look like all of his friends, you know? So the ones that are lighter, like these, and like this guy here, I just love those. I think, you know, those are typically my favorite just because they are, well, I guess not everyone else's favorites. I don't know. It's always like pumpkins during, you know, Halloween time. Whenever you go out with kids and get pumpkins, I always look for the gnarliest looking pumpkin, the one that nobody else is going to pick out, because all pumpkins need some love. And we can make him look cool, even if he isn't so cool looking right now. That's just me. Just me. That's what I do. That's who I am. All right, so let's first do, so the second strand, the smaller strand, it's going to be as easy as the strands get, right? So I'm going to hold off on that. I want to do the focal on this strand. We're going to pull in these guys and this bead and these guys. These I get from Fire Mountain. I just got them from Fire Mountain. I had them in that bead haul the other day, and they come in, where are they all at? Here we go. All of these colors. All of these were on that one strand. Aren't they just so fun? Ah, so fun, like $19. $19. I'll link them below. I'll find them and I'll link them below. Okay, so on this, I am wanting this bead cap. I want this bead cap on him. And I am going to mix it up a little bit for this one as well. And I'm going to pull in that gold. Okay, so I'm going to pop some gold on the top of each of those sides. And with that gold, I'm also going to incorporate a little spacer. Okay, so I'll pop that gold on. Give us a little spacer. And tell me that is not just cool. So cool. I love it. I just love it. Love it. And then I just want to pop gold onto these black beads. It's going to be on each side. Okay, then we'll do another spacer. And we'll come to the other side. Very simple, but boy, spacers and bead caps change the game. They really, really do. Like, tell me that's not just stunning. Even though fuchsia's being used, even though it's real bright and kind of crazy almost, it is beautiful. Love it. Love it. And that's all because of the bead caps and the spacers. That's why. That's what it is. Okay, so for this, you know, I wasn't originally thinking so, but I think I want to pop these guys in. That was not what I was originally thinking at all. I wasn't thinking of bringing these in really at all. Yeah, I'm going to change that up. But first, before I pop these on, let's go into these. So I'm pulling these guys in. I'm pulling these guys in. And very simple. Very simple, simple, simple. I'm wanting to do a druck. One of these beauties and a druck and a spacer. Just like that. So, druck. One of these half gold. Another druck. And a spacer. And I think similar to this one here, I want to, do I use these? I think I do. Okay, yeah, my mind's just going there. I know I just did it on that bracelet, but I really want to incorporate it. It just feels right. I don't know, it just feels right. So if I was to, pardon me, if I was to add this in here, do I want one on the other side? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. So I'm going to pop this on the other side here, and I'm essentially going to do the same thing, right? So I'm going to put this little bead cap on there, pop him on, put another one facing back to back, bead cap that, and then we'll do that same little series. So we'll do that rainbow spacer, we'll do one of our fuchsia and a rainbow spacer, and then we'll just come back in with one of these, okay? And then we'll check on that length. So from here, I'm just going to go into Druck, one of our little 3mm, and Druck. Then I'll surely put a spacer on the end. Yep, I will. Okay. Oh, I think that flows beautifully, right? I mean, it flows from here and goes all the way down. Okay, and once you see what this other strand's going to look like, you're going to see why. And it just hit me. Totally wasn't thinking that whatsoever. Nope. But I'm happy I thought about it. So we'll just pop this back on. Okay, and we'll do that same thing. So from here, we will get us a bead cap, pop on one of these pyramids, pop on another pyramid, bead cap that, and then we'll do that spacer, fuchsia, spacer. And then at that point, we're just ending it out, right? So we're just going to do that Druck with one of our gold beads, another Druck, and pop on a spacer at the end. Now let's take a quick peek at this sizing, and then we'll go into the super, super simple second strand. There's going to be nothing to it. Here it is. Okay, so this is almost 5, not quite 5. So, I'm almost thinking, because I think I want it a little bit longer than that, so at the end here, let's just go ahead and pop on one of these, kind of the way we ended that other one. We'll do another fuchsia, and then we'll do another spacer, and then that should take care of it. So fuchsia, spacer. Let's pop this back on to measure it. Yeah, 5. All right, that works for me. Okay, so let's set this aside. The other strand, again, as simple as it gets. Let me get a couple more fuchsia beads. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need them because I didn't plan on using fuchsia in some of these ways, but it's speaking to me, and I still can't believe that. Okay, hot pink is speaking to me. What? Okay, so all I'm going to be doing here for this one is, let's actually start with spacer, fuchsia, spacer, and then it's just going to be a Druck, the half gold, and Druck, spacer, fuchsia, spacer, Druck, half gold, and Druck. I'm going to do this whole strand to match that length. Okay, I'm going to close out the two sides, and then we're going to come right back here and we'll finish it out. That way maybe we'll have time for a couple dangles. Okay, be right back. Okay, so here's where we are. I have them closed up. I finished this off. Ended up ending beautifully, right? So just looks so cute. I went ahead and popped on some dangles. So for the dangles for this one, I went ahead and I did one of the bicones, and I bead capped it and did the fuchsia. And then on this other one, I just did one of those other beads here and popped on one of the rainbows on top. And then I did the same thing as far as jump ringing each of these, jump ring to another one, but then I went ahead and added another one so that my dangles are on something separate for this bracelet. Okay, and I popped one on the other side as well. Here are the dangles for the next bracelet. These little guys, one of them's wrapped and one of them's not, because I just grabbed some ball head pins and they were kind of mixed up, so there's that. So for this one here, let's pop this open and let's jump ring these guys, and then we'll pop it on there. So we'll go ahead and put them on their own little jump ring. That fuchsia really pops on these, right? Love it. That little fuzzy has been plaguing me this entire time I've been recording. Same little fuzzy. I don't know. Or at least it seems like it's the same little fuzzy. Super cute. A couple of dangles on there. Love it. So then for the other one, let's go ahead and toggle it as well. I'll use one of these gold toggles, and let's grab a couple jump rings out. We'll pop them on. I want some good movement on this one. And pop on that other side. I'm glad I didn't pick between the two of these bracelets. I'm glad I went ahead and just did them both because I love them. And they could absolutely be worn together, or they could be worn individually, whatever. You know, one on one wrist and one on the other, or both of them stacked on one wrist. Either way, I think just beautiful. Beautiful, and I love that pop. Love that pop that it gives. Love that mixed metals. Just adorable. Just adorable. Right? So fun. So fun. Thank you guys for being here with me today. Thanks for doing these bracelets with me, and be looking because I have more coming out for this box for sure. And until I meet you back here on this bead mat, I hope you have a fantastic day, my friends. Bye for now.